This time of year can be pretty busy with spraying and watching weather and the wind and everything. So it gets a little bit hectic. So I didn't really upload in the last week, but today I was able to finish up some spraying and able to go around and look at some of these crops. So yeah, here's a look back at the last couple of weeks. Tougher in some of the rougher terrain where there's like water runs. I gotta lift it up still, but it still helps quite a bit. So hopefully get done a good chunk of this today, and I have some grain to haul and some barley after this to spray out some weeds. So yeah, crop's coming up good. The wind picked up, so now I'm hauling some canola. I got 2 loads to go to Huxley across the river, and so since I can't spray, I might as well get those guys done here late this morning, and then hopefully the wind will settle down and I can get back spraying later on today. But it's always good to have those extra jobs sitting around just in case it gets windy to keep a guy busy. So yeah, hauling some canola. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour of my truck. This is my 2020 Kenworth. Set up pretty nice. I don't use the sleeper, so it's all empty, of course, but yeah, it's a fun truck to drive. It doesn't turn the sharpest, and it's got a little bit of a long nose, but it's got lots of power once you get going down the highway. Yeah, it's a pretty nice truck. I was pretty happy to get this one about 3 years ago now. It was a lease back, and It's been a really good truck so far. So it's got an 18 speed in it, and the X15 Cummins engine, and about 500 horse. So, but yeah, it's got lots of power. Out spraying the weeds out of the malt barley today. It's going good. It's not too windy, and it's working really good. So it's come up pretty nice. This was seeded about the 1st of May, somewhere in there. So it's been in the ground for a fair bit. So pretty much coming up on 5 weeks. It's about 5 inches tall. But yeah, this is the beer barley. So I have my Greentronics height control installed. I have it set at about 20 inches, and holy cow, it's saving on my thumb by quite a bit. This guy, I was constantly moving it and bumping before. Now it adjusts pretty good. I still have to lift it, move it around a little bit if it's a really deep water run or hill or whatever. But yeah, it's a game changer. Thanks, Greentronics. So that's the last field of the cereals done tonight. It's a little breezy, but I was able to go pretty slow and keep the boom pretty low, so it was doing a good job. But yeah, this is the last barley, and the wheat's all been done. So now just canola left to do. So probably start that hopefully by the end of the week. We'll see how things go. Yeah, this is a pretty nice looking barley crop too. This was barley on barley, so it's a little thinner than my other stuff, but overall not bad. Plants look pretty good. Pretty healthy looking and pretty clean field, just the odd thistle patch. Got that sprayed out, and there'll be the odd canola volunteer and a few other weeds come in for sure. So that'll clean that up, and then the crop will be able to keep ahead of it, and should be pretty clean. And hopefully this stuff ends up in a beer bottle near you in the near future here. Here's my canola field just across from the house. You can see the wild oats are dying off. That's from the Liberty and Centurion that I sprayed on here to control the weeds. So I'm actually going to do 2 applications of that chemical on here. One earlier here to get those under control, and then a later one to get all the second flush of weeds. If you remember, this field had flea beetle pressure pretty bad. There's some still some flea beetles hanging around. But as you can see from the plants, it's starting to grow out of it. You get these first true leaves. They look not too bad, eh? There's very little damage on it. The cotyledons got ate a bit, but the flea beetles have to eat the plant for them to die. So it's all part of the process. So yeah, it's kind of selective this way. We don't have to go with a spray the field for the flea beetles. The ones that eat the plants are the ones that die. So any other beneficials that aren't eating on the plant, that might be eating other bugs or just hanging out in the field, they won't get killed. So it's it is a great option, and like I say, it helps out with the beneficials that long term help us out. So yeah, this canola's coming up not bad. It's a little scraggly because of the flea beetle damage, but it's growing through it. So probably another week, and then I'll have to come out and do another in crop. And here's the wheat right next door to that canola. It's been sprayed about a week ago, and it's popping up pretty good. It's definitely starting to get dry. You can see it's dried down quite a ways. There's a lot of dry dirt. Here's some thistles. Got a little bit of kill on them, so it's going to slow them down, which is good, and help clean up the field a bit. But yeah, the wheat's looking okay, but definitely needs a rain. It's starting to get dry, and hopefully soon we get one. I know there's lots of other guys that are drier than us here for sure, but we had a really good start, so it was looking not bad. But now definitely with the wind and the heat the last few days, it's really starting to dry up. There's the farm.